You click search, the site spins, and the price jumps up and down like a slot machine. Your kitchen lights hum, your phone buzzes with flight alerts, and the laptop shows 3 fare options that look the same at first, but when you click, charges for a carry-on, seat, or refund appear like surprise pop-ups. That jitter in your chest is the exact feeling most people have when they're buying a ticket for the first time or after a long break from travel.
If your flight happens to be canceled or delayed, Compensair will help you get compensation for the inconvenience and get your money back without wasting time on red tape. Get a refund for your canceled flight right.
Listen, picking the cheapest number on the page is easy. Picking the cheapest ticket you actually need is harder. I'm an experienced traveler who's booked hundreds of fares for neighbors, family, and business trips. I'll walk you step by step through how to choose and buy the right plane ticket so you don't overpay or end up stuck at the gate without the seat or luggage you thought you bought. Start with 3 quick mindset rules before you open any booking site. Rule 1. Decide which costs matter to you: price alone, total door-to-door cost, ability to change, or guaranteed seat assignment. Rule 2. Always check the full fare rules and baggage allowance before you accept checkout extras.
Rule 3. Treat the booking page like a contract. If it's confusing, pause and read the small print. Prepare at home. Open an incognito or private window so your cookies won't bake up a higher price. Use a price alert service. Set one for your exact route and travel dates. You'll see normal price ranges and spot a real sale. Have your documents ready: passport number if required, frequent flyer number, and the credit card you'll use. Know your bag plan. Will you travel with just a personal item and a carry-on, or do you need a checked bag? That answer will immediately narrow which fare classes make sense. Search strategy. Compare at least 3 sources: the airline's official site, one large online travel agency, OTA, like Google Flights or Kayak, and one lesser-known comparison like Momondo. Always cross-check the airline's page. Many OTAs show a base fare, but don't automatically add the airline's mandatory fees for bags or seat selection. Use the airline's site to confirm the fare code and the baggage allowance shown on the OTA. Read the fare code and fare rules. That tiny code, JYMT, etc., is the ticket's DNA. Click the Fare Rules link and read the cancellation and change policy, baggage inclusions, and any day-of ticketing restrictions. If the rule says non-refundable and changes allowed with fee, that's a very different product from refundable or free changes within 24 hours. Don't assume economy equals no seat choice. The rules tell the truth. Understand the real difference between fare buckets with a simple analogy. Think of fares like cinema tickets. The theater sells a basic seat, no recline, cheap. A seat plus reserved legroom, a bit more, and a VIP seat that includes drinks and snacks. Airlines sell layers: the base fare, then baggage, then seat selection, then priority boarding. You might save on the base fare, but pay more later for the extras you need. Concrete cost examples. On domestic US flights, a basic economy seat might save $20, $100 versus a main cabin fare, but could charge $30, $60 for a standard carry-on if that's not included. Two-way, that's $60, $120 extra. Seat selection can be $5, $50 depending on the flight length and airline. Change or cancellation fees on the cheapest fares can be a flat $200 or a forfeiture of the ticket. Refundable fares cost 20,100% more, but reduce worst-case financial loss to near zero. International flights. Checked bags often run $60, $100 each way. A flexible or refundable ticket could cost $150, $600 more, but save you thousands if your plans change. Missed flight and baggage risk. If you pick a basic, non-changeable fare and miss your flight, you may lose the entire ticket and pay $200, $800 to rebook. If you buy a carefully chosen main cabin fare with free carry-on and a small change fee, your worst-case cost is far lower. For baggage, the risk is being surprised at the gate when the agent charges you $75 to $150 for an oversized carry-on because the fare you clicked didn't include a standard carry-on. How to check the important items step by step. 1. At search results, expand the fare details. Don't just look at the bold price. Click into fare rules and baggage. Note the baggage allowance and seat policy in writing or screenshot. 2. Compare total out-the-door price. Add one checked bag and a seat for both directions and see how much the trip really costs. That comparison often flips which fare is cheaper. 3. Look for free change windows. Some airlines let you cancel or change with no fee within 24 hours of purchase, perfect if you're booking early. If that isn't available, favor a fare that allows changes for a reasonable administrative fee, or buy a short insurance policy if your dates are uncertain. 4. Check the booking channel. If the airline's site has the same price and you'll want to make changes later, book direct. If an OTA has a real fare advantage, check their refund and rebooking process. It's usually a bit more complicated to change through an OTA. 5. Use a credit card or airline loyalty benefit. Many travel cards cover the first checked bag, give seat selection discounts, or include trip delay insurance. Add that value to your total calculation. Practical, cheapest safe option. If you want the lowest risk for the least extra cost, buy a main cabin fare that includes a carry-on and allows basic seat selection. It's typically $30, $80 more than the absolute lowest fare, but saves you from surprise baggage or seat fees and reduces missed flight exposure. For short domestic trips where plans are firm, a basic economy with no checked bag can be fine. Just accept the restrictions and check in early. Hidden fee and misleading claim to watch for. Some sites advertise lowest fare, but the final checkout adds mandatory service fees, credit card surcharges, or baggage charges presented as optional add-ons. A common example is an OTA that shows a low headline price but doesn't add the airline's checked bag fee until checkout. By then, you've invested time and may be nudged to accept extras. How to refuse it. Before entering payment, click the fare rules, note the total with a bag, and if fees appear late in checkout, go back to the airline site. If the airline lists the same fare with clearer inclusions, book direct. Also, on hotel-style booking upsells, insurance, SeatStream, Fast Track, uncheck everything unless you explicitly want it. A specific booking site trick. Some OTAs automatically check boxes for travel insurance, carbon offsets, or third-party baggage protection. These can be $10, $50 extra. Always uncheck pre-selected boxes and read the fine print. If an agent insists at the airport that something is mandatory but you didn't check it, show your receipt. If it was optional, you can usually refuse and ask for the charge to be removed. Many useful links can be found in the description. If this helps, please subscribe now for more clear, quick checklists about flying smarter. At the airport, check the gate display and ticket class. Agents can reassign seats or charge if you show up with a bag that violates the fare you bought, so carry a print or screenshot of the fare rules if you expect a dispute. Use online check-in 24 hours ahead to lock in your seat and avoid kiosk surprises. At bag drop, staff will verify the baggage allowance attached to your fare. If your carry-on isn't included, you'll be asked to check it for a fee. When you need flexibility, buy refundable or semi-flex fares or add a change waiver. The premium often equals one short checked bag plus a little more. If your plans are likely to move, the flexibility is cheaper than losing the whole ticket. If you're a frequent traveler, invest in an airline status or a travel card that waives fees or gives free changes.
When price really matters. If you must save the last dollar, accept the restrictions of basic economy. No advance seat selection, limited carry-on, and no changes. Pack light, check in early, and buy a modest travel guarantee policy for cancellations due to illness if your trip is high risk. A quick checklist to keep on your phone when you buy a ticket. Confirm total price with baggage and seat for both directions. Read fare rules for cancel/change/refund policy. Note the fare code and screenshot the rules page. Decide direct airline versus OTA based on changed needs. Use a card that gives baggage or trip protection if possible. Final, practical tip. If you find a lower price elsewhere after booking, many airlines will match a lower price within 24-72 hours if it's the same fare class. Call customer service and be polite. If the lower price is on an OTA, ask the airline whether they can reissue or refund the difference. Sometimes they can't, but sometimes they will in the spirit of customer service. If you want a single rule to remember, always calculate the out-the-door price for your actual plan, bag, seat changes before you click buy.
The headline fare alone is a tease. The full cost is the commitment. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe for weekly Travel Smart tips. Thanks for listening. Safe travels and smart booking.